Hi, today on Local Connection, we're down here at Art Knapp Plantland in South Surrey.
Join us today as we discover the latest holiday decorating trends, and we'll be taking a festive train ride. And Matt, look out, I think this Sasquatch is gaining on you.
Not if I can help it. On today's show, we're doing sun salutations with belugas.
Inspiring and motivating young teens.
And we take a closer look at a new sport, parkour.
See all this and more right now on Local Connection. Hello and welcome to Local Connection, a show about the people and the places that make the Lower Mainland a great place to live. I'm Sarah Hudson.
And I'm Matt Gilroy. We're down here at Art Knapp Plantland in South Surrey, and we're going to find out why people, families, and single fathers love coming down here.
But first, Matt and I are going to take you to Vancouver's only parkour facility, a playground for all ages.
Parkour is growing in popularity as a sport. I went to Origin's parkour facility, a training ground for parkour enthusiasts, and met with Renee Scavington, founder and co-owner, who told us more about this emerging sport and his facility.
Parkour is basically a sport or activity where you just train to get over things, get over structures, so whatever way you can with your body. I started parkour almost 11 years ago now. Basically when it first hit North America, and I actually was interested in filming it. I was in high school at the time, some friends were doing it, and it looked like a crazy thing to do, so yeah, I wanted to film it and get involved, and then gradually I started doing it myself. I think the first time I went out there was like 10 or 12 of us, and no one knew what they were doing. We were just a bunch of kids that saw videos, and I was left to our own vices really to learn and make something of it.
And so did you train yourselves then, or did you go elsewhere?
Yeah, most of the parkour techniques are self-trained or socially through other people. I've traveled quite a bit to different parts. I've been to Europe and around the States, Eastern Canada, and also looked at strength and conditioning, coaches, different sports, track and field, gymnastics, so anything I can get my hands on basically to try to improve what we're doing here. Yeah, we are a gym in Vancouver. We have a large wooden playground, which is actually behind camera right now. Adult-sized jungle gym, spring floor, foam pit, mats, everything you need to learn to jump, climb, land, and get over things. Everything we have in here, we tried to actually build like rock solid so that it's similar to things you would find outside. Walls and railings aren't breaking on us outside, so we want to make sure that inside the stuff that we're training on mimics that. We have classes for everyone. We start at 5 years old, and so we have tons of kids that come in here. We also have adults as old as 60 that come and take classes. We try to make it something for everyone, so we have flow classes that avoid jumping and taking impacts and just focus on getting over stuff using mobility and flexibility. And yeah, we have classes for young people for all different shapes and sizes. I think we have like roughly 100 people that are really dedicated to this. And as far as coming to the gym, I think we have about 300 members or so.
Parkour isn't just a recreational sport. Recently, Origins held an open competition with under 14 women and men's divisions.
Well, it was an open competition, and we've had like an international one before that we labeled as an international one. This one ended up being international. So we had a guy from Colorado come, we had people from Portland, Oregon, people from Seattle coming out to this, from Kelowna, from Alberta, and we had about 45 competitors. We had kids, we had a women's division, we had a teenager division, we had a men's division. It was a lot of fun. Parkour gyms are popping up literally all over the place. The United States pretty much dominates that. They have almost a gym in every city now, I think. They're becoming more and more more frequent. So I think it's becoming a new kind of sport or activity craze. You're going to continue to see more and more gyms pop up. The sport's so young right now that like literally every day I'm seeing someone do something that I haven't seen before. So I think it's going to take a while before I can really say like that's the craziest thing I've ever seen, because if I say that, the next day someone's going to top it. So.
If you want some more information on Origin's parkour facility and what you can do there, you can check them out online. I'm Sarah Hudson. Thanks for watching.
I had a blast shooting that with you, Sarah.
That was fun. Matt, we've seen a lot of different Christmas trees here at Art Knapp's. Did you have a favorite?
Definitely the one behind us. It has owls on it, which are wise, kind of like me, which is awesome. Awesome.
Well, speaking of awesome, we're going to meet up with Mr. Canada, Darren Storsley, who gives our reporter Maria Rozo a workout, an entire strength training workout without the use of machines or free weights.
Wow.
Ooh, you've been working out.
Hello everybody, today we're going to talk about fitness, and we're going to talk to Darren Storsley, an ace personal trainer, and he also happens to be a former Mr. Canada. So why don't you flex that for everybody else?
What do you want? You want this?
Oh, there you go.
Is that what you want?
Yes, I want that. Okay, so what are we going to talk about today, Darren?
Well, I think what we're gonna do is, since you're obviously a woman, and a very, very beautiful one at that.
Oh, why thank you.
Why don't we focus, thank you, why don't we focus our session today
Okay.
On resistance training tips for women, give them some really quick and easy things they can do at home for their own health, and maybe get rid of that myth of why women shouldn't resistance train, because I'm telling you, ladies, that you should. And now you're just gonna go up. We have to know the difference between what society says healthy looks like and what healthy actually is. So what society says healthy looks like, we all know is girls who are extremely thin. Well, one of the biggest excuses people have, primarily women who don't think they need to strength train, is, well, I don't have any strength equipment. I have no space to have it.
Well, if you have no space, you can use resistance bands. Most of the exercises you can do with machines and free weights, you can do with these. Today, Darren will show us how to work on a common problem area, the triceps. But first, don't forget to warm up.
So we want to do between a 5 and a 10-minute warm-up. That's going to make sure that our synovial fluid is now within our body system. And now we're very less likely to injure ourselves.
Now to exercise number 1, the overhead tricep extension.
And what we want to do is keep our elbows as close together as we can, okay? Bring our hands up to each side of our head, and now using only your tricep, okay? You are going to now just go straight up.
Exercise number 2, the one-armed overhead tricep extension.
And so make sure you're feeling your tricep, not your shoulder.
And exercise number 3, the dip. At a beginner level, at a medium level with your hands closer together, and for those who want a challenge, try this one, the difficult level.
My triceps are the only thing that's working right now.
And of course, don't forget to stretch.
Now our other arm is going to grab our elbow and is nicely going to pull it straight back, gently, but so you can feel this whole stretch going on, because this is what we work today. This stretch right there. Oh, that feels nice.
Oh, does it?
I can tell a good work tricep when I see one. And I see one.
So if you guys have certain exercises that you want to see or any questions that you want to ask to Darren, just send us a message on our Facebook page and you can contact him there. And now I want to say I had an absolute great workout, but I want to finish this with a little bit of a competition. So first of all, how good are you at clapping push-ups?
Well, I have a feeling we're about to see how good or how not good I am at it.
Let's do
I have no idea what you're doing, so I'll go with it.
Okay. Okay, ready? And go. 1, 2, 3.
I am loving my life. Life is good, folks.
9, 10.
I can even sing.
11.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Everywhere you go. I think that's all I know.
I'm done.
How are we doing? You're done? How? How is it that you're done? Really?
Are you counting?
No.
We're gonna count afterwards. probably like 25 right now.
Did I win? Did I win?
And Maria Rozo pumping iron, or resistance bands, shall I say, for local connection.
So for you at home who skip a workout, you now know you can't do it. Because if I find out about it, these are coming to get ya.
Thanks, Maria. It looked like you're having fun.
And while we're getting the celebrity treatment down here at Art Knapp, Sonja Grgar takes us behind the scenes for B-Scene, a networking event held for BC's entertainment industry. Cheers.
It looks amazing, honestly.
You know, if you had to rate it out of 10, I'd put it at a 12.
Here at the second annual Be Seen event, and is definitely the place to be seen in Vancouver tonight, bringing luminaries from the world of film, television, music, and fashion, and all for a fantastic cause. It's an event that allows people from various industries to mix, and yet at the same time it's a fundraiser for a local charity. How did you come up with this idea last year?
I think a lot of the red carpet events and stuff, especially in Vancouver, the few that there are, is usually based on one aspect of the industry, whether it be film or TV or ones for dance or what. So we were like, well, all aspects kind of create the work and stuff, so let's bring it all together.
Chad and I just came up with the idea last year to do it for a fundraiser. And we got such a generous response from the community that we were like, well, let's do it again, because obviously people are hungry for it and they had a good time, and it looks like we're actually doing something that's helping people out.
It's really nice to see a diverse group of creators that come from all backgrounds, because you never know where creativity is going to come from.
It's amazing to get people in the same room with the same energy and the same objective together. Well, it's just great to see all the industries come together and how well we complement each other. And I know I'm not the only one in our group that dives into a lot of other work.
Be Seen guests were excited to share projects they're passionate about.
I did four feature films last year between Los Angeles, Mexico, and Canada, and one of them was about human trafficking.
We just did a project, it's called Bravery. It's on workplace bullying. It's really just to bring awareness to all the adults out there that are being bullied.
I created a series called Blood Money with a friend of mine named Nathan Lawrence, and that one I'm definitely excited to work on because it will shoot in Vancouver and it takes place in Vancouver.
I'm really excited about The Perfect Pickup with Chad Rook as well. That's going to be really fun to shoot. The script is absolutely hilarious.
There was one point of consensus for all of Be Seen's invitees. Vancouver entertainment scene is a great place to be.
But then I've met so many great artists here that actually creating their own work as well. And everyone's got this desire to be in film and make film.
There's a lot of people doing and creating and making their own things, which is so important. But I really don't think that you can beat BC's landscape, everything we have to offer, like the locations.
And there's a very vibrant film and TV business going on here, you know. Thanks to your tax credits from your government, makes it very financially easy for everybody to shoot up here.
That's what's unique about this place. We give each other massages all day long.
In addition to guests from the worlds of television and film, Be Seen welcomed fashion, music, and dance professionals.
I think Vancouver has a lot of potential for designers here. It's a great scene. I think people are thirsty. They really want to see great designers come up.
What would you say describes your sound?
My sound is it's very simple, just acoustic guitar and vocals, and I try and keep it really honest and raw.
And it's all about working out together and feeling sexy and empowering other women. We teach class for other women as well. And we all work out in heels, and it's just about feeling good, and so we perform as well as a crew.
And anybody of any culture, ethnicity, whatever it is, fashion, whatever, can come out here and showcase themselves. And this is what brings everybody together, and this is what we should be doing.
For Local Connection, I'm Sonja Grgar.
Thanks, Sonia. The event looks like it was a success.
You know, Matt, I can't help but notice there is a lot of train paraphernalia here at Art Knapp.
There most certainly is. We have this awesome little model train set up outside here on the grounds. Not only that, but there is a children's play area with Thomas the Tank Engine inside. And to top it all off, there's also a train ride that I get to go on later.
You get to go on, we get to go on.
Okay, yes, I'll share that with you. That's
all right,
okay.
So anyways, after the break, we have downward dogs, planks, And belugas? We'll explain later.
Local Connection will be right back.
Welcome back to Local Connection.
We're now down here at the Man Cave at Art Knapp's in South Surrey, where you can find that gift for the special someone who's into model cars or trains.
Matt, I am the best gift buyer ever.
Is that right?
Yeah, I even got you something.
Really? That's sweet of you.
Hot sauce.
On that note, let's cool things off by heading down to the aquarium where we're going to learn all about belugas.
The Vancouver Aquarium is a recognized leader in connecting people to our natural world. So it's no surprise they've gone to Arctic depths to bring Vancouverites the ultimate yoga class, offering a calm and serene space where participants can connect to the ocean and its wildlife. Let's find out firsthand if and how practicing yoga with the belugas will enhance the mind-body connection.
Contemporary dancer turned Pilates and yoga instructor Celeste Leon can be found teaching at local studios like Y Yoga and working closely with Vancouver Aquarium employees, teaching classes and sharing her passion for marine life and movement. According to Celeste, the benefits of yoga are unlimited, but immediate results include a calmer mind, flexibility, greater sense of consciousness, and self-acceptance.
Well, what makes the yoga with the belugas so special, in my opinion, is these creatures are so incredible. And I just find that their presence makes me stop, makes me get still in my thoughts and in my mind, everything. It just allows me to be present and notice how incredible the world around us, how impactful that we, how present we can get with these creatures.
So do you believe that there's a similarity between yoga culture and the Vancouver Aquarium's sustainable aquaculture?
Yes, I believe that there's in yoga, like with the sustainability, it's the idea that our actions impact other things. So in raising consciousness, and I believe Vancouver is a very conscious place, yoga raises consciousness throughout the body and a physical, but also the mind if we allow it.
Why did you choose to practice with the belugas and not the jellyfish or the sharks or even the turtles?
Why did I choose the belugas? It was they're very peaceful and they're playful, they're curious, and they have this ability to make people smile.
So do you set a specific intention or focus for your class that sets it apart from any of your studio classes?
Well, of course, the intention when I come here is you naturally get into a place where it's such a unique setting that you naturally cannot help but be drawn to what these creatures can offer.
The Vancouver Aquarium describes this gentle hatha class as an opportunity to come and experience how inquisitive and calming the belugas are. Have you ever experienced a yoga class quite like that one before?
No, that was completely different compared to anything else I've ever had before.
So what was the presence of Keela and Aurora? How did that affect your state of mind?
I think a lot of the time when I'm in the yoga class, my mind tends to run. So just having them there just really kind of helped clear my mind.
I think the energy was really different, seeing that the world is so much larger than just you.
Can you recommend this class to any other yogis in Vancouver? What would you suggest for them?
I would definitely suggest to check it out if they're able to. I think it's just such a unique experience.
It's a great time to come check out the aquarium because it's totally empty. So it's great and I'd highly recommend it.
Living in Vancouver, we are always looking at ways to explore our natural surroundings, the mountains and the ocean. Sharing a sacred space with resident beluga whales Keela and Aurora really allowed us to deepen that connection to the ocean world. For more information on events like this and Vancouver Aquarium environmental initiatives, visit their website, vanaqua.org. At the Vancouver Aquarium, I'm Steph Florian with Local Connection.
Thanks very much, Stephanie. That was a fantastic story. And man, those belugas are absolutely beautiful, much like the decor that we see here at Art Knapp's. And of course, my beautiful co-host, Sarah Hudson.
Thanks, Matt. Up next, we are going to visit the Soul Girls, a mentorship program for young teens.
We're here just behind the Mountain Equipment Co-op in North Vancouver, home to Soul Girls, an empowering athletic and educational program for girls ages 8 to 12. And even though Soul Girls just got started this past spring, it's already a hit with parents and kids alike.
Soul Girls is all about promoting confidence and giving girls the ability to feel amazing and awesome about themselves. There's not a lot of programs teaching girls that activity is a way to talk about anxiety and to talk about, what it means to be a girl and look critically at media and what's kind of out there and just be themselves.
Each Soul Girls session begins with icebreaker games and is followed by weekly discussion topics about health and self-esteem.
So what I thought we would do is we've known each other now for 8 weeks. And we know a little bit about people. So I thought that we would pass this around, and the person you pass it to, you can say something awesome about that person.
My favorite thing about Soul Girls is probably meeting new girls. I like playing games with everyone and making new friends. It's a really good program if you want to make friends and you like to run and you're really active. I think it's good for girls who are very strong.
Soul Girls runs in 8-week sessions and is so beloved by its participants that even Halloween doesn't get in the way of their attendance.
She says it's a good place to learn how to talk to other people and learn different opinions. It's been a really great experience, and I've seen her grow, and I've also seen her begin to deal with things in a little bit of a different way. It's been an amazing program.
My favorite topic of discussion was being strong, and I found out that being strong isn't just your muscles, it's what your feelings inside your body. I like the one where we changed shoes, and so we got to feel what it was like when we were in others' shoes.
Every day we work with a specific curriculum, so we're talking about different things that are affecting these girls very specifically. And how can we give them the tools so that they love their bodies, love themselves, be game changers, be world changers, be leaders.
We focused a lot on how what we eat affects our mood as well. So really focusing on stabilizing blood sugar and not having any stimulants that are causing any sort of unnecessary stress.
I believe that when a girl has confidence in herself, she is able to look at the world as a bigger place and see kind of this bullying situation as not just this person against me, but okay, maybe this person has something else going on and what can I understand or learn from this person? And so this is a program that's inclusive to all girls, and it's about giving them an opportunity to discuss these things.
After indoor discussion, it's time for a warm-up and a practice for the big 5K end-of-session run.
I'm feeling really good about the 5-kilometer run because we've trained here in Soul Girls and we've ran pretty fast, so I'm feeling good about it. I'm feeling excited because I like running and I'm gonna run with a lot of friends.
So I thought we'd go for a run. Yay! Yay! So let's get into your happy pace groups.
I've heard from some parents that their daughters are excited to come to Soul Girls because, even if they're not feeling good that day at school, they get to come to Soul Girls and be in an included group of girls and be encouraged and work through that situation so she can go back to school with this new confidence.
She tried out for a soccer team last night, and that she had the confidence to do that was great, and she enjoyed that. So I think running had always been hard for her, so that was a huge goal. It builds a foundation for other sports.
Soul Girls is really about that. It's about creating this community of fabulousness and girl power and really just being awesome.
Wow! Awesome! Unbelievable! Go Soul Girls! Great job, you guys!
For more info on Soul Girls, visit the website below. For Local Connection, I'm Sonja Grgar.
Thanks, Sonja. That was very inspiring. Just like our next story, which is about a musician. Not this musician, another musician. You may have heard of her, Biff Naked.
Every now and then an artist comes along and leaves an impression so powerful it has the ability to keep us intrigued year after year. But how do you turn your passion into a career that has lasted for 2 decades? We're about to catch up with Canadian rocker Biff Naked.
Tough, shocking, and outspoken are just some of the words used to describe Biff Naked.
She's had an amazing career, but it's one she never originally planned for.
How did this exciting career come to be for you? Where did it all start?
It was all an accident. I was in my first year of university at the University of Winnipeg, and I was enrolled in the theater program. And I was enrolled in dance academies in Winnipeg and stuff like that, and Prairie Theatre Exchange, which is a musical theater program. And this really good-looking guy with a mohawk kept walking by me in the halls, and he's like, "Hey, you should come and jam with our band." I was like, oh, "Yes, I should. I really should." How hard can it be? It's punk rock. I'm like, "Okay." And then that was it. And then we went on tour like 6 months in, and I never went back to university.
Being a female punk rocker is commonplace in today's music world, but not as much so when the Juno Award-winning singer first got her start.
In the genre of music I was in, there weren't a lot of chicks. And so everyone assumed that you were either blowing someone in the band or someone in the record company, or if you're on the radio, you blew the station manager. They assumed that you were, being flirtatious, or you were, they were giving you preferential treatment basically because you're a chick. So I fought against that and always tried very hard to never give that impression to anyone.
Despite her rocker chick image, Biff's everyday life is not quite what some might expect.
I've been a straight edge since, I don't know, like my early 20s. People assume that I'm like a rock and roll party girl, or I don't know. I think people would assume that, and if nothing could be further than the truth. I'm really such a square, it's not even funny.
Biff Naked has always been a fearless woman, but nothing could have quite prepared her for a breast cancer diagnosis in 2008. However, instead of letting the disease get her down, she chose to face it head on with a mixture of positivity and hope for a brighter future.
Well, I mean, for me, I had gotten married about 4 weeks before my diagnosis. So, needless to say, that definitely threw a wrench in that. I'm really grateful that I got breast cancer because there was part of me that was able to cope with any mortality fear or anything like that, being thankful that it wasn't my mom, or thankful that it wasn't my little sister who was a 8-year-old daughter. I was like, oh, thank you that it's me. I got this. It was like easy for me. Plus, I had done everything in my life that anyone could ever imagine doing in life, good and bad. But I just met too many women in the chemo ward who had a baby on their lap having chemo, and I thought, oh, I cannot complain. There's always going to be someone who has had more hardships. And I just, it just keeps me positive knowing that, because I just think, I know that I'm lucky no matter what happens.
And what does the future hold for the Canadian singer?
Well, I'm just finishing my book for HarperCollins. We have probably some acoustic shows coming up in the summer. I've got some festivals in the Maritimes to do, and then we'll see how it goes. Every year is so surprising to me. Like, every year is just so unexpected things occur.
Whether unexpected or expected things happen, Biff Naked will keep on rocking well into the future. For Local Connection, I'm Clayton Timko.
Thank you, Clayton and Biff, for such a candid interview. Matt, what is up with the gloves?
It's cold outside.
Lady hands.
I have man hands.
No, you have lady hands.
Just very sensitive.
Okay, if you have a story that you would like us to follow, please leave us a message on our Facebook page, or
you can follow us on Twitter and check us out on YouTube, where you can have a look at some of our past shows.
That's it for this episode of Local Connection. I'm Sarah Hudson.
And I'm Matt Gilroy. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Yeah.